Alright guys, hello and welcome to another Paint the Moon Vaporizer review. Today we're going to be checking out a few of the new products from Source for 2015. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, so these are the newest kind of products that Source is offering. This is their new Source kit. They have their new Source atomizers. We'll get into those in a sec, and the Source XL. First, let's get into their new atomizers, or I guess their new Source orbs, not new atomizers. Because the atomizers, besides the quartz coils, are the exact same. But as you can see, this is colored. It's this is light blue. They also offer a darker blue, green, red, and I'm not sure of all the other colors, but I know they offer those specifically. I actually have a sample of what their red color looks like. If I can get it out of here. I actually took the band of the red one and put it in between two layers of this, like the black chrome color they have. But yeah, so those are really cool. They offer a lot more customization than the previous Source products. And I honestly think the colors are really cool. And this also lets you, basically, if you already have a battery or if you just want to buy like a Source Orb tank. So if you want to buy a Source Orb, you can just buy a Source Orb in whatever color you want, or you can buy a few of them and mix and match, or whatever you really want to do. It's really cool. So on that note, we're going to transition over to Source's new kit. It's much more comprehensive than their last one. As you can see, you have a battery here, the regular Source Orb, a glass Source Orb, and then a more streamlined version with more adjustable airflow of the Source Orb as well. Plus the standard 8 atomizers and the smaller little atomizer they include. That's more, that fits in the 510 connection instead of on the ego threading. So let's get into all the little pieces of this. I'll show you all the different tank options. Here is the glass option. Here is the regular Source Orb. Here is the more streamlined little tank. And finally, we have our little, I guess, covert atomizer is how I'm going to call it. And we have our battery, as well as the 7 atomizers in here. One of them is in this tank. So the atomizers comes with are like the standard. They're the standard Source atomizers. You get your dry herb, your terra cart. You get a dual and a single quartz coil. You get, I believe, a dual and a single ceramic coil. I don't know which coil this was. I didn't remember getting a single ceramic coil in this kit, but I can't find which coil it is. I think the coil in here is from another kit. It's a single quartz coil. And then you get a quartz donut as well as the ceramic donut. So, let's get into these. This is glass, little glass dome here. It's got a little carb right there. You screw your atomizer into this end. You just basically pop it in there. It does have adjustable airflow along the edge as well. I'm not sure if you'll be able to pick it up, but here is the adjustable airflow ring. It has, I want to say 5. It has 5 holes for airflow on one side, and it's fully adjustable. Just the same with this guy. You just pop this out, your coil head in here, screws on, pop this back on, and your adjustable airflow is a little ring right below that. This one does not have adjustable airflow. The airflow is pretty generous. I think the airflow on this is honestly it's good enough, it's fine. This is just your standard Source Orb, nothing really new there. And this is just the standard little stealth atomizer, I guess is what I'm going to call it. The threads are a little janky, but it's a very, very shallow atomizer, probably about 1 millimeter, maybe 2 down to the base. And the coil is just sitting right there. So it's really good if you have like a small little battery, or if you have a small little variable voltage box mod or something. That would go really well on there, nice and hidden. It looks kind of weird on here because of the exposed threads, but each their own. So that's and I don't think I went over the battery voltage. Their standard battery voltage with the batteries they do is 3.2 to 4.8 volts. That's what this guy is. So they kept everything pretty much the same. They just added a few new tank options, and obviously their quartz coils came out, so those are really cool. And the only thing that's left is what's in the bottom here. So in here we have your little goo jar. Up here is your cord for charging. Here is your little USB plug to plug into the wall, and then it also comes with a little silver dabber that I don't have in here because I have since lost it. They're pretty easy to lose. They're not too thick. They roll away a lot, so I'm sure it's somewhere like in my couch or something. But I digress. So I'm just gonna put these away. Boop-a-doo, shibba-da-boo. So now that we got all that put away, let's move this off to the side. It's my cell phone. Now we're gonna get to the Source XL. One of the, in my opinion, one of the coolest new products that have come out from Source. It's a bit larger than their standard Source Orb. You got your battery. It's a bit larger. Move this closer so you guys can actually see it. Well, the battery's a bit larger. It's a 4.2, or no, not 4.2. It's 2.7 to 4.2 volts in its range, which is pretty decent. The reason the voltage range on this is lower is because the coils are substantially larger, and the amount of like their ohm rating. I'm not going to go into Ohm's law. You guys, there's tons of videos on YouTube. You can look them up. But the ohm rating on these is lower, so at that voltage, it's the power it's supplying to it is actually like the same or greater than that same voltage in these coils, because it's just a bigger size. And the smallest, or the largest coil is 0.3, I want to say, 0.3 ohms. So this is a very stable battery. It's stable much lower than the regular Source Orb battery is. So that's really cool. It charges pretty quick. It has a really good battery life, like probably almost double of the other Source, and it's variable voltage, and it still keeps the same look of it. Let's get into these coils here. Now, I don't know if you can really tell, but just to put them side by side, there's two coils next to each other. Yeah, a lot bigger. These are some hefty coils. Probably hold up to about half a gram or so of concentrate. It comes in a dual coil, dual quartz coil, and a triple quartz coil, which I'm really excited about. I think the triple quartz coil is personally the way to go with this setup. It's kind of made for it almost. But this coil is a beast. You can throw so much in there, and it just goes and goes and goes. Another thing they added with it's just a larger version of the regular Source Orb, but you got adjustable airflow. Hells yeah. So there's a little, not sure if it's in a register, but there's a little airflow ring along the bottom of this one as well, instead of the 4 dots the normal Source Orb has. So I prefer the adjustable airflow. Sometimes, like, I just like having the option, you know? We're not going to do a vapor test today, unfortunately, guys. Just too many products to show off, and this one performs exactly the same as our Source Orb, like the regular Source Orb. This one, just a bit more vapor, just because it's a larger coil. So that's pretty much all from us today. Thanks for stopping by. As always, we're on Reddit and FC under the username PaintTheMoon. Feel free to drop us a line or comment on whatever we say. You can just do whatever. It's up to you guys. But please subscribe, and thanks for stopping by.